I'm here, enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Sasuke, my latest view of Naruto Shippuden, episode 475. I, the final valley. This episode, by far, my God, this is definitely one of the most emotional, cringe-worthy episodes ever because the emotion and everything that went into it. And all right, let's get started. Continue on to what happened last week. Naruto saying his goodbyes to Minato. Minato fading away, undoing the reanimation. All the Kages are also fading up. Well, like saying that they're leaving everything up to you. Finally settling their scores, their mistakes. And third Hokage saying leaving the rest up to them, like Hashirama settling his business with Madara, saying he's leaving the future in their hands, as the past is meant to build for the future. There's a lot of meaning in this episode, a lot of meaning, because some of this was straight out of the manga, but there was also some pacing and other stuff, which I'll get into in a minute, which I did not see. Like, there's a lot of stuff, to consider, and there is a lot of stuff I see, almost every day, almost like a lot. In this episode, we get to see that they try to undo everything that's done, try to free the Kages and the others from the Infinite Tsukuyomi. The other Pale Beasts are wondering about their freedoms, what they're gonna do next. They're gonna go free. Sage Six Bats has Hagoromo saying that the key to undoing Tsukuyomi is that Naruto and Sasuke has to weave hand signs at the same time. I mean, Naruto is basically like the Jinchuriki host for all nine tailed beasts, because he's taking in all the chakra from all nine of them. Then Sasuke, who also possesses the Rinnegan, so that's something you got to consider. Overall. But before that, then Naruto, before they can do that, I say he's going to destroy the current five Kage and take control of the tail beasts. Seeing how Sasuke owns all of them, placing them all under a genjutsu, using planetary devastation to steal them all up. Now Sasuke is saying that he wants to rebuild to change the Shinobi world and guide it in a different way, to rebuild and destroy. He doesn't want to rule. He wants a revolution. A revolution. It's been a while since I read the manga, but I remember how Sasuke was, how he changed, and this is like the ultimate conclusion to the story, overall, leading to the climactic battle. This story definitely was very, I like a lot, because you see that Sasuke and Naruto have one last unfinished business. There was so much emotion into this. Yes, everybody was in shock except for Hagoromo. He knew that this was going to happen. And he tried to. And he knew by bequeathing power, chakra to someone, when it would always lead to conflict. He would bequeath power to one person in the past, which was his younger son Indra. Now he's bequeathed chakra to two people who wanted to save the world, but now they're gonna duke it out, saying that no matter what, no matter what the result, it's gonna end the same, basically. Overall, everybody is literally in shock. Naruto, seeing this, Naruto, so he doesn't seem too surprised, knowing that this was gonna happen. I think he somehow in some way knew that it was gonna happen. He didn't want this to happen, and the same with Hagoromo. But Hagoromo, he's the one who bequeathed their power. So and he knows that these children are following the footsteps of their sons, of his sons. And they are their sons' incarnations, and like their ancestors before them, they're gonna go down the same path. Overall. So it's something you gotta think about. Emotion, especially the raw emotion. Naruto disappointed and I think a little bit in Sasuke, knowing that he's gonna do this, and he's gonna find his way to trying to do this. He's resorting to this, and literally taking away freedom and changing everything by destroying and rebuilding it. Like, destruction is not the same as creation, and so he's gonna think of himself as a Hokage, and that he's just gonna rely on the mistakes of the past, saying that he's gonna blame he blames the world and he blames the tailed beast Ace and the previous Kages for their past decision. He's saying that they failed, basically. Basically saying, I'm gonna wipe the slate clean. I'm gonna destroy everything, then rebuild it from scratch, and and become the new Hokage that's not gonna make the same mistakes, basically. Yeah. However, Naruto, oh, he doesn't believe that. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want to fight his friend, and he doesn't want to be like this. And he wants to become Hokage, but he's not gonna do the who a Sasuke is. Yeah, he is. And Sakura, she's literally heartbroken, and even shedding tears of sadness, knowing that Sasuke is still going down this path, even though she loves him and tries to follow him, tried to save him, and almost died by him, and she still loves him and still, even sheds tears for him. And despite that, and Sasuke still knocks her out with a genjutsu, and say, but not before saying, "You are really annoying," line, which is one of Sasuke's most notorious lines he ever said to her, which is something you got to think about overall. Oh, that's something you got to think about. Like the dysfunctional relationship between these three. Sasuke are begging that things just stop this, because things will be like the old times. They're not the same children anymore. They've all changed in ways that they cannot, that they can't, that they can't go back now. Everything is different. There's a lot more at stake here than just a simple pipe dream. And it's just this dream of walking down with your friends. The whole world is at stake. The fate of Naruto, the fate of the world literally rests in the fate of Naruto and Sasuke's hands. As Kakashi, he knowing that what he's seeing at all, he's helpless. He has no power left, and his Sharingan is gone. Hagoromo just doing nothing but watching, and him staying by Sakura's side. Overall, you know, he has no choice but to let his two students, his two beloved students, fight again and tear each other apart. Overall, it's pretty sad when you think about it. The teacher's unable to save his students. You know, I feel for Kakashi, Sakura, and the others. But this is the way it has to be. They finally head to the point of their final destination, the final valley, and where Naruto and Sasuke had their most epic battle when they were young. Their most epic battle. Oh, that's something you got to think about. That was one of the story's most major moments. Overall. See how these two quarrel with each other, what it's like to be Hokage. Now, Naruto trying to plead with Sasuke that it's not like that. Trying to plead with Sasuke that this isn't the way to becoming Hokage, and Sasuke saying this is the right way. The right way, overall, saying and that he's going to change the ninja world. He's going to do what's necessary and make sure and to do whatever it takes to protect the ninja world. However, Naruto keeps countering, saying, and the one who is Hokage is the Hokage doesn't the one who is acknowledged by everyone is the one who becomes Hokage. Those were Itachi's words. He's using Sasuke's brother's own words to try to get through from him, but he's also saying that brother is a part of the past. Out of the past, and I can't change that. He's gonna show him what a Hokage really means. And Sasuke is dead serious, overall. Seeing how this leads to the ultimate conclusion, and the look on Naruto's face, knowing that it's gonna be like this, I feel sad knowing overall that these two characters just ended up this way. But as a Naruto fan, and this is to be expected, I'm not really too sad about it. I'm not even sad that much at all. I'm just excited to see because we're gonna see the ultimate conclusion into the story. Maybe they're gonna, because that's the way it was. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching. And I like the climactic of this episode. Now we get to see some pondering from everyone's side, the emotion, especially Sasuke flashing back to how his mother, I think his mother, always said nice things to him because he was always such a conflicted child, trying to struggle between his father's favor and his father's love and his brother's increased strength. Him being the younger brother, always looking for his father's approval but never getting it, although that much. That's overall. Hagoromo talking about his mother, there was some kind of dramatic change. That was flashback. Then flashback to how they were all children, how they changed. I like this episode a lot. The pacing. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. This is so. Let's give my latest review on Naruto Shippuden episode or 475, like the final valley. The end begins.